welcome back for another episode of Market Markup. This is Lance, co-founder of BH Capital Enterprises. And basically what I do in my business is I teach people how to navigate the markets with a focus on learning how to navigate the markets using price action and learning to read price action on charts. What I've been doing for the month of July is a 30-day chart challenge where each and every day during the month of July I put out a video where I do a breakdown of the price action on, kind of random tickers. If you guys would like to see me do any other tickers, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll add them to the queue. But let's go ahead and jump into Interdigital, ticker IDCC. This is the yearly chart, and what I'm already seeing is a potential like ascending channel on this chart. What I'm also seeing is that there's been quite a bit of selling pressure for the year 2021 as the price popped up toward $80, well, actually toward $90, and is trading toward the low end of its total range so far this year. However, the price is holding uh, pretty strongly above 2020's closing price. So, in my usual fashion, as you will see on previous videos. If you have not checked them out, go ahead and check those out and see what you can learn. And some of those, may still be in play. But what I'm going to do is mark 2020's closing price, which was 60.68. And I'm going to mark that with a price level 60.68. And I have to make some edits here. 60.68. That. And of course, we're going to call this level 2020 close. All right. Okay. So going back to the ascending channel that I spoke of, I'm going to mark that area as well. So something kind of like this, but you can see that, the price is struggling before it even gets, to this area. But the majority of its price action has been focused toward the lower end of this range. But even though the price, it's been a while since it's hit this trend line, it's still an area of focus, that may come into play, maybe some years on down the road. Um, but nice little markdown phase here, phase four of the market cycle over the course of 3 years, and looks like the price is the structure is kind of reset itself and is in phase one of the market cycle. So maybe we'll get some consolidation over the next couple years. Um, but we need to see how 2020 shapes up or 2021 shapes up, whether or not the price is able to stay above this $60 range and maybe even get up to 65. So 65 represents 2019's open price, yeah, opening price. And then 2018's open was around 76, 77, somewhere in there. And as you can see, the high was 85.85, and this year's high was 85.75. So it came just 10 cents shy of um, 2018's high price. So I'm going to mark that area as well. We're going to call this one 2021, well, 2018, 2021 high. Okay. Okay, so this is an area of interest to pay attention to, over the rest of the year to see, if it's able to beat these levels that I have mentioned here recently. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the yearly chart here. This $91 area is an area of interest as well, but it's not, completely relevant right now in terms of, where the price is trading at this current time. So, just make note of it. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look at the monthly chart and see what's going on with the monthly chart. Okay, let's take this study off. As you can see that the price, it has breached the 50 period moving average to the downside on the monthly chart. And I think I'm going to do a 20-year monthly chart so I can kind of get a better sense for, what may be going on here. Um, as you can see, the price is just, it's gotten a little more volatile as of late. Um, when you're comparing this area with this area, much more volatile price movements. And you can see where the price tested this area here, came back down and tested this just below this trend line, and went back to that high and is heading back down to this area now. So watch that 2020 close for sure. If that breaks on the monthly chart, then there's definitely a chance that this price moves down toward the mid to low 50s area this year. Keep in mind we're thinking about our context here is the monthly chart. So definitely not something that I would be expecting to happen, in the next week or so. But just keep an eye on it. Um, Possible bearish pattern here developing. So next month, well, first off, let's see how July shapes up. So we got what, like a week left. Next week is what I mean. But if this is indeed a bearish pattern, then next month has to be bearish. So the month of August has to be bearish for this company. And in that sense, if the month of August is bearish, then I believe that there's a possibility that the price will get toward this trend line um, next month. But just a hypothesis, not necessarily saying that that's definitely what's going to happen, but just something that I would be looking out for over the next several weeks or so. Um, I'm not really seeing much else here on this monthly chart. See if might just draw some kind of sort of random trend lines to see if I see anything happening, which I don't really. Let's see. Not really. I mean, I guess that no, no. Yeah, so far on the monthly chart, uh, just like I said, watch for this 2020 close area, that $60 area, and like I said, if that breaks, then we can see mid to low $50 area on this monthly chart. Um, no, okay, yeah, I don't. I don't see much really going on, but this on this monthly chart, this $80 area is definitely a tough area. As you can see, the price does tend to really sell off when it gets above 80. Um, all right, I'm gonna check out the next time frame, which should be the weekly. Okay, weekly chart. All right, so we need to see how this week shapes up, right? Because we have an extended period of several weeks of bearish movement from a key level up here, and we have a potential reversal pattern developing. So, next week for sure, I would be looking for confirmation after first seeing how the price closes tomorrow and closes out the week. So um, I'm actually going to just put a little text note here just so I know exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, so that's the main development that I'm seeing here on this weekly chart, is to watch out for this potential pattern. Not saying that this is a surefire thing that's happening here, but just be on the lookout for it. Um, Actually, I'm gonna move this down here so that it doesn't necessarily interfere with my um, so it doesn't interfere with my price level. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this over. There we go. Move this up a little bit. Okay, maybe I need to do this a different color. Let's try that. That's a little better. All right. So that's the main thing that I will be watching for on this weekly chart is, seeing how things turn out to tomorrow, and then uh, watch for a potential reversal pattern here on this weekly chart. So you're also watching this trend line here, to see if maybe next week we get a break of that bearish trend line. But maybe not. Um, the fact that this reversal or potential reversal candle is happening right at support is telling in my opinion. So even more reason to keep an eye on it. You know what I'm saying? So um, if indeed, let's say next week is bullish, then I'd be watching for the price to push up towards 70, um, or start a push towards 70 next week. Earnings is on the 2nd, or yeah, on the 5th, I'm sorry. Earnings is on the 5th of August, so a couple of weeks out. So, it makes sense that, maybe the price will um, run a little bit heading into earnings. So just keep that in mind as you look at and watch this ticker. It's not a ticker that I follow on a regular basis, so I'm not real sure. Um, it's kind of hmm, wait a minute. I was gonna say it's kind of inconclusive, but it looks like this one, especially for the past one, two, this one not so much. Well, three. It looks like it tends to be bullish the 2 weeks heading into earnings. So that is a possibility, especially considering the fact that it's had a significant pullback. So watch out for that. There might be swing opportunity, and of course this isn't investment advice at all. This is just me doing something that I love to do. Um, so keep that in mind. Do your own research, all that good stuff. You know the vibes. But yeah, that's the main thing that I would be watching on this weekly chart. I don't see anything else really that catches my eye or that is of real significance to me. Um, let's see. Yeah, I mean we got pretty much an ascending triangle type pattern going um, on the weekly chart as well. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at the daily chart and see, you know, what else is going on over there. On the daily chart, I mean, you can see that this thing has just been pulling back. I'm not sure if there was some news that dropped or maybe the markets were pricing in a dividend. I'm not real sure at all. Like I said, I don't follow this ticker. But basically it filled a couple of gaps on its way down. So this gap between about 69 and 66 was filled. This gap between about 75 and 72 was also filled. So it makes sense. It would make complete sense if this thing is working on a turnaround. Um, Definitely sitting at a key level here. Uh, Showing signs that it's starting to kind of level out after such a big pullback here on the daily chart. So I mean, yeah, the price is sitting below the 200-day moving average. So I'd watch this $66 level for sure. And like I said, if this thing is bullish next week, I'm pretty confident that it's going to be pushing towards 70. And maybe even higher. Like I said, I haven't watched this in real time, like ever, to really see how this thing moves on a day-to-day basis. So, just keep that in mind. Keep an eye on the 50 and the 200-day moving averages, of course. In my opinion, if I were considering a position, I'd probably want to see that price giving me the price action, giving me confidence that it will cross back above that 200-day moving average. Um, I mean, this thing could consolidate heading into earnings, but I feel like, it's pulled back such a good amount that maybe the markets will start to price in some good news or some good expectations heading into earnings in a couple of weeks. But we'll see how this plays out. I appreciate you guys for joining me for another episode, day 23 of the 30-day chart challenge. So we're getting close to the end here. I'm going to keep pushing. Like I said, if you guys would like for me to check out any other tickers, I'm happy to do that. Just leave them in the comment section, and I will do them as soon as I can. Um, Even moving forward beyond the 30-day chart challenge, if you have tickers that you'd like for me to check out, feel free to do that. But first off, make sure you go back and watch the other market markups. I've done, dozens of companies already. I've already had, double requests where someone requested me to do Nokia, and Nokia was one that I did earlier this month. So just check the list and see if I've already done a video on it. Um, Please do me the favor of liking, sharing, subscribing if you have not already. I appreciate you guys' time, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Market Markup.